Hey, if you're following the show on Twitter, at BBC Radio 2, hashtag Team Norton, then you'll know my first guest is here. It's such a useful service. With Wet, 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 he sold millions of records, and as a solo artist, he sold even more. He's also starred in the stage musical Chicago, Blood Brothers Chess. He now has a new album out, and he's about to star in Evita. I didn't know that. Marti Pellow is up next. If you've got any questions, comments, or queries, and I know a lot of quivering ladies will, then you know what to do. Email graham.norton@bbc.co.uk, or you could text 88 to 91 to get us in the mood. One of his biggest hits with the Wets, Sweet Little Mystery.
Baby, baby, baby.
There they all look, singing along. Oh, bless.
Hey, song.
Wet, Wet, Wet. Introducing Mr. Marti Pellow. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Back.
How are you?
I'm fantastic. All the better for being up on this beautiful Saturday morning.
It is quite nice, and you look very well.
Well, I'm wearing it well. I got up early, super early, so that I would be fresh-faced.
Have you doing vocal warm-ups?
Yes, something like that.
Now, the weird thing is, so, you know, we think of you as Marti Pellow, pop star with Wet Wet and all that. Sure. But actually, you've been doing the musicals and the West End. Have you been doing that now for longer than you ever did the pop stuff?
I'd say, but since the first venture into musical theatre, it would be about 10 years now.
Is that all?
About 10 years. Is it 10 years? What year is this? 2013?
Yeah.
Maybe a wee bit longer.
Yeah, I think it's longer. I think it's longer than that.
I think it is, yes. I think
what was the first one? Chicago?
Chicago, that was my first dip into musical theatre. And that whole Candle and
that
Ebb
was a
score.
long time ago.
Yeah, and that whole Candle and Ebb score was my first... when I really had the feel for it, Graham, and I thought there's something here for me.
Because you were a baby. Like, you were 17 when you got into pop music.
Oh, yeah. Even, we started when we were all at school. That was a school band,
That's
and
incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, and it was because, our music was really a byproduct of our friendship. And then it became our vocation, which was something that was a wonderful experience,
That gives hope to everyone. There must be so many people in school bands kind of go, what?
Well, I think at the time, everybody, when you're at school, it's a good way to... Hey, get the girls, so for us it was that, it first started as we thought, we'll be in a band and we'll see what happens, and it just...
But who in the band, who was the ambitious one? Who was the one who drove? Because there are lots of school bands, but somebody needs to go,
absolutely.
We can push this.
Absolutely, and I think that, the four of us were so... once we realised that this was a chance for us to make it our vocation and we travel around the world on a song, we were all very focused. We all, on Friday nights we would be writing songs like Sweet Little Mystery or Angel Eyes, and, when all the rest of our friends were out kind of doing what teenagers do, we were actually still very much focusing on writing songs. So, we were all very driven.
Did you bother with the A-levels or any of those things?
No, my joined up writing's just starting to come together now, and I'll not lie. No, I'm not lying.
But no, so did you know, before you got to the exams, did you kind of think, what's the point? Music's it.
Well, I think that, we were more interested in going to see Elvis Costello and the Clash and stuff like that at that time when we were all about our music. It was about music, and we just couldn't wait to get out the gates, really, to experience that. So that was what was driving us, music, every time.
It's so weird because, you want to get that message out to kids that they must study hard and they should do well at school. But so many people I interview, either here or on the TV chat show, like academically... Well, they're disastrous. So, the message is, if you want to be famous and successful, don't bother with school.
Well, but I think that we just didn't maybe want to read the books that were being given to us.
Yeah.
Not saying that we didn't want to read and explore all different avenues of education, because education is knowledge, but it's not necessarily in that curriculum.
Yeah, School of Hard Knocks. Yeah, University of Life. Marti Pellow. Yeah, he's graduated with a first. Hey, new album. Hope is the album. And it's a really clever idea. It's basically you singing amazing, really the greatest Broadway and West End songs there are.
When I get stopped outside the theatre, just randomly stopped, and and asked would I ever make a CD of the genre that I was working in, and there came a time when I decided to, and I found a little window in between doing Jekyll and Hyde for Leslie Bricusse and Blood Brothers for Bill. We went away to the studio and made an album of songs that kind of float our boat in that genre. Me and Bill Kenwright picked the songs and went in and just, ate some good food during the day and recorded some beautiful songs at night. That's a good job if you can get away with it.
And what I like is too, because we hear you singing songs that you will never sing. Like, you'd never be cast in that show, or you'd never, you're too young, you're too old, whatever, to play these parts.
Absolutely.
So you get a chance to...
You get a chance to explore these songs because they're so beautifully written, and I think, my interpretation of them is quite stark and simple. Which makes it accessible, I hope, because I think it's important that, my audience get turned on to these songs, as I'm being educated and vice versa, as well as, stroke entertaining.
I think people who are fans of Marti Pellow will still absolutely recognise your voice, and they'll really enjoy these.
Well, I think it's important for me, that I get to explore that because, as I'm learning in that field, songs by Sondheim, like from Sunday in the Park with George, like Finish in the Hat, it's quite a difficult song, on your first listen, but the more you listen to it, the more you see the shapes and it falls into place.
And as a singer, how difficult is that transition going from all those years of pop into a musical?
Well, I think that, first and foremost, being a singer-songwriter, you inhabit the lyric anyway and you colour it. You are a storyteller, and this is always my port of call. When you're dealing with songs by Sondheim and beautiful writers such as Leslie Bricusse, all the information's there and you just have to engage in your imagination and you've got a good job.
But I sort of meant, like, vocally. Is it a different sing?
Yeah, of course. There's different tonalities. You get to explore your voice that you wouldn't be, or timbres of your voice that you wouldn't be necessarily bring to the table in a pop environment.
Yeah.
And so it's nice to explore the full range of your voice and and use different parts of it, which is something that has always excited me.
And now, if this album wasn't posh enough, you are performing live with the Liverpool Philharmonic.
Yeah, next Monday I'm going to be up there doing Songs from Hope, and a wonderful night of beautiful songs that from my work to the musical theatre to songs that just inspire me.
But a lot of the songs off the album,
we'll do some. And we'll do those with full arrangements, so it'll be nice to see them, with their full colours.
Yeah, and now Evita, that opens. Are you on a tour with that at the moment? Or
no, I'm just going to start rehearsing that as we speak. I start that next week.
Oh, right. I'm guessing you're Che.
Yes, indeed I am.
Che. Have you done sort of the tango lessons yet?
Well, I'd like to think so. But what I do in the privacy of my own bedroom, I'm afraid I can't share with your listeners.
Have you? Because you've done It Takes Two. Have you been offered Strictly?
Maybe.
Oh, you should do it.
Oh, no.
It'd be a useful life skill.
Well, I mean, funny enough, I just finished War of the Worlds with Jason Donovan, and he said it was one of his most enjoyable experiences of his life. But you must have the right attitude to go into that and be prepared for that. I think the fear would.
I'd love to do it if I knew I was going to be good.
Win?
Not even win. But you'd love to go in and kind of do that the Viennese waltz, and kind of oh my God, this is so cool. But you don't want to be Anne Widdecombe or something. And I fear I would just be clumping around.
I have a tendency to feel that way. When I was doing Chicago and Broadway, I remember the choreographer Rankin saying to me, "Oh, honey, your heart is in this dance thing, but your feet ain't." And I think that was kind of set it up for me pretty much. So I slither on stage in that show.
All right, we're going to hear a track off the album now. Which one are we hearing? I'd Rather Leave While I'm in Love.
Oh yes, please. I saw Hugh Jackman do that.
I know.
And The Boy from Oz. Oh, he was across the road in another theatre when I was doing Broadway, darling. And I soldiered over, and what a talented individual.
Yeah, because they used it when he went on holidays. They just shut it, didn't they?
Yeah, game over.
They wouldn't even bother putting it on to study on.
Well, but he was phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal, gifted, talented man.
Well, here's Marti Pellow's version.
Rather leave while I'm in love. Why I still believe the meaning of the word. I keep my dreams and just pretend that you and I are never gonna end. Too many times I've seen the rose die on the vine. Somebody's heart gets broken, usually it's mine. I don't want to take a chance of being hurt again. And you and I can't say goodbye. So if you wait to find me gone, oh baby, carry on. I need my fantasy. I still believe it's best to leave while I'm in love. Too many times I've seen the rose die on the vine. Somebody's heart gets broken, usually it's mine. I don't want to take a chance of being hurt again. And you and I can say goodbye. So if you wait to find me gone. Oh, baby, carry on. I need my fantasy. I still believe it's best to leave while I'm in love. 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 While I'm in love.
That is the beautiful sound of Marti Pellow. I'd rather leave while I'm in love. And that's gorgeous.
Very simple song.
Yeah, but you get to sing. We were just talking to you that, like, going into musicals, it opens up a world of beautiful songs.
Oh, beautiful songs, and it's great for you to go. You know, when you go and see great musical theatre such as Blood Brothers, and you know, for me that was wonderful too, because that last 15 minutes of that show is just the best theatre anywhere that you can witness.
What is Celtic Warrior?
That's a piece that I've been working on. It's based on a poem by Robbie Burns that I've been writing. It's a musical.
Right. So it's your musical?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Based
Get
on
that quiet. I'll just
that's what.
By the way, I'm writing a musical, and it's going to be really good.
And then I'm going to write a book, and then I'm going to star in a movie. That's what I'm doing.
You're choreographing it, and it's going to be great.
Yeah, tight trousers, leaving up kilts, the lot. So that's my deal. I've been working on that, and that's a labour of love, you know. So.
Wow. Now I must do all the businessy bits. The album Hope, that's out now on BK Records.
Yeah.
The Evening of Hope, that's you and the Philharmonic Orchestra. That's Monday at the Philharmonic Hall in Liverpool, and Evita is opening in May. Does that then tour the country?
Yes, please.
Does the country know?
Yes, we're going to flag it up. I'm going to be in a city near you soon.
Is that a Bill show?
Yeah, that's
Bill Kenwright. What a nice man. Yeah.
He's a good egg, man. He's a big ambassador for me. And I know he's listening, so all the best, Bill, today.
And from me too.
Aye.
We weren't slagging you off during the records. We weren't.
No,
we
weren't.
No,
at all.
No, we weren't.
No.
We actually weren't, Bill. We really weren't. Now, people have been in touch. Alice in Somerset writes, "Oh, actually, I wonder. I should probably read this through. Oh, no, I think we're okay. Oh, hang on. Yes, we're fine." Alison Somerset writes, "I met Marty at a school friend's house party in a small house in Frome, Somerset in 1987, when I was only 14. Don't worry, it's fine. I have always wanted to know what on earth he was doing there. Frome is only famous for Jensen Button and the Propellerheads. Do you remember?"
Yes, I would be there because I would be recording it at the Windmill Studios.
There you go, Alice.
Yes, yep.
But isn't that nice she remembers it all these years later? Yeah. I saw Marti Pellow as Billy Flynn at the Adelphi on the eve of my 21st birthday, 2002. It was fabulous. Well, thank you for that. That's from Natalie Barker.
Well, that's nice that my agent's actually sent that in.
They're so busy. Yeah. And Mary and Liz want to know, did Marty eat his cookie? We brought him last week at Aberdeen.
Yes, it did sit a little bit heavy, but I did attack it.
Are you nervous? Are you nervous of eating things people send in?
Well, basically that's what you have a ban for, because most cuisine is based on a dare. And you watch how are we feeling after that? Then if it gets the thumbs up, I'm trying to be very diplomatic.
No, I did last week. A lot of people, sent in cakes and things, and and they look lovely, but it only takes one to kill you. That's
one cake of death.
Yeah, it only takes one nutter.
One slice.
Yeah, to send in the cake. Who's this? Steve Kelly. Watch Marty the 2 weeks on the Hope Tour in Manchester. Or did you do a tour of this Hope?
Yeah, I just finished a small tour of that where it was just kind of up close and personal.
You're just you're keeping your talent under a bushel. If that's
well,
if that's
I think it's important that I find that we went out and showed that in that little live environment where you can see these songs live.
Well, Steve saw it. He liked it so much. He's booked for the Liverpool concert as well.
Well, fantastic.
I know.
Well, there's definitely going to be someone there then.
Yeah, to be Steve.
Steve.
Good evening, Steve.
I'd like to dedicate this song to Steve.
How you doing, Steve?
Ah, well.
Now, do you miss, talking of that, do you miss that?
Steve?
No, do you miss Steve? No, do you miss that idea of, doing the pop and going out and being able to, work?
Well, I believe
work an arena like that.
I think that that I will do some more work with Wet Wet Wet, and they live very much in that environment, in that world, and I think it'd be nice for us to go out and do some more work, because I think that it'd be nice also for us to do some writing as we hit 50. Something you would know about.
Yeah, you're all right.
I'm just flagging it up.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just flagging it up.
Wouldn't mention his own musical, but it brought up that 50.
But all I can say is, what moisturiser are you using? What is it that gives you that healthy glow?
It's my clean living, Marcy.
I am afraid to say so.
Yeah. And no, because Wet Wet Wet, they reformed in 2004.
Yep,
was
that's
that with
right.
you as well?
Yeah, yep.
But are they touring without you?
No, not at all.
Just wet.
Just wet. Yeah. Damn. No, but we will do some more work together because it was a phenomenally successful act, and I think it's nice to have a bit of nostalgia, but it'd be important for us to have something else to hang on in that coat,
And also, what is nice is when these bands come back. Like I was interviewing OMD a couple of weeks ago. And, and it's lovely to hear new material from these bands.
Well, it's just shows where you're at as writers.
Yeah.
At that age, as well as those songs that you have from your youth.
Yeah. Listen, thank you very much for coming in. Good luck in Liverpool. Good luck with the visa.
Thanks very much.
And it's a beautiful album, Hope, and it is out now. Thank you very much, Marti Pellow.
Pleasure.